Normally, if it breaks, and then you hit the charger, right? This one, no.
That's pretty wild. So, do they give a life expectancy of the batteries typically, like 100,000 miles, or what do they guess the batteries will last?
Good question. 8 years.
8 years, wow.
Or 100,000 something.
Huh. And then is there trade-in then? If you get new batteries, will they give you a core charge for the old batteries?
8 years is a long time. So yeah. So most of the time, before 8 years, they trade in the whole car. Yeah. So they're really
what does that mean?
yeah. You ignore the.
Oh, I ignored the steering wheel.
Yeah.
So now I have to drive manual.
You have to drive manual.
Oh, gotcha. Huh. Yeah. So I ignored touching the steering wheel, and the alarm went off. That got bright screen on the steering wheel.
The next one's gonna slow down, put in the hazard, and then stop.
Gotcha.
Never tried it, but
Huh.
that's what he said.
Someone's pulled over there. There must have been I gotta do there. I see a few fireworks, even though it's banned. Those few people
It's
are,
gonna be hard for them to police it.
yeah,
because
everybody, right. They do the best they can, I guess. But
Yeah.
it's a very impressive car. It's the fact that it's so snappy. It's it's fun to drive a sports car like a Mustang or a Camaro, but I mean this is faster than that, I think.
Yeah.
It
So
just gets up and goes.
it's the question is everybody's different, right? So if you're into performance,
Yeah.
this is the answer.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't need to be loud.
Right.
Because some cars they look fast, they
Right.
sound fast,
Yeah.
they're not.
No. Right. Yeah. The sounds are deceiving. This one's just as quiet as can be.
And there's a lot of backlash about this car because the ICE car, the internal combustion cars, which is everybody, versus the electric vehicle. They said this is just like a golf car. It's not. This is the next the next thing.
So do they consider this like a full-size car or mid-size, or what is this considered?
This is a compact sedan.
Yeah.
And then mine is a full size sedan, the Model S. This is a Model 3, Model S, and they got 2 SUV, a compact SUV, which is the Model Y. We can look it up. We got internet.
So you have an S. What is this again? An E?
A 3, Model 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So a Model Y is pretty much the same thing. It's just a hatchback. This one is just a regular sedan.
Gotcha. So the one you drive normally is that?
It's the full size sedan, which is kind of like a Ford Taurus. A bigger sedan.
A little bit bigger. Huh?
Yeah, this is like a Honda Civic.
Seems bigger than a Honda Civic.
It seems bigger because there's no engine. You're sitting because if there's an engine, the firewall is gonna be right here, and then we're gonna.
So has it got a glass roof?
Yeah, glass.
ceiling? Huh. So you can see through. It's a tinted glass ceiling. You can see in the daytime. See through it.
Yeah.
Huh. The whole roof is glass, huh?
Yeah.
Huh. Are they all that way?
Yeah.
Huh. That's different too.
And it's stronger. That's what they said because this is the #1 safest car. This is the most American car. It also, 92% of this car is American made.
Really?
The most American. The #2 is Mustang. The #3 is the Model Y. It's the Tesla also. So American made, California, labor, 92%.
So it's made somewhere in California.
Yeah. This is more patriotic than all cars.
Yeah, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Huh. So has that always been made in America? Probably, huh? Always
Yeah.
been in California?
Yeah.
Huh. Huh, that's nice to know. Yeah. Huh. So where's the closest dealer for Tesla in North Dakota?
They don't have a dealership. If you want to buy it, you might need to just go on a 55. So
Okay.
it feels like just 55 hour. Yeah. I need to look at the lane first. Pilot is unavailable, so because we ignored it. Yeah.
So, where's the closest dealer then? Minneapolis or
So
Billings maybe?
a dealership, because you want to buy it,
Yeah.
you buy it through the internet. You don't need to talk to anybody.
Okay.
Just go to the Tesla.com, configure your tires, your color, your
Yeah.
whatever, your interior,
Yeah.
and then you pay. And then they tell you you pick it up.
So where would I pick one up, you think?
Depends on where's your car.
Right.
So let's say like for me, so this is when I configured mine. It was in Minneapolis, so we took the train and then drove it back. Or you could actually tell them to deliver it for $2,000.
Okay.
You don't need to talk. You don't even need to. Once you get there, it's touchless. You just go to your car. They give you an app. The car recognize your app, and then you just go in and you go. All the signature was just online. So there's not gonna be haggled. You want the extra this one? You want to do this one? You know, salesman, right?
Yeah. So you don't go through a salesman then?
No. And then you don't need to be there for 5 hours, 4 hours.
It's just done.
Just done.
Pretty simple.
Yeah. And they got service center and showroom. Service center for repair, let's say crack window, crack windshield.
Okay.
And then showroom if you wanna look at it. But on the showroom, it's just cars. Mostly the showrooms are inside malls.
So the nearest showroom is Minneapolis, probably, huh?
Yeah. But there's also
Well, Billings might have one, I bet, huh?
yeah, the big cities.
Yeah, because Billings would be closer. Billings is only 300 miles away,
Yeah.
and Minneapolis would be about 650 miles away.
Even Colorado, there's gonna be one there.
Denver, I'm sure, that's about 600 miles away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
So
Very quiet.
So how's your impression? So
Nice car. It is. It's
yeah, because if you're gonna be upgrading, let's say for example a phone, right?
Yeah.
If your phone died, are you gonna buy the same phone or are you gonna buy the newer phone?
depends how much it costs.
Sometimes it doesn't matter the cost, because if it's like TV, right? If you've got 55, you're gonna buy the another 55. If it's the 65, same price. So
Oh yeah, if it's the same price, you can upgrade. Right. For
so
sure. You always
now about cars, I'm asking you a question now. So
Yeah.
if you are, because cars are inevitable. We change cars, even though it still runs. We change cars.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So are you considering an EV now for your next car?
Would I get a better car? You mean? Is that what you're saying?
Would you consider an electric vehicle for your next car?
I'd probably try electric car. Yeah, if the price is comparable to a gas car, I guess I'd try electric car. The biggest concern I think with anyone in like a rural state like North Dakota would be the distance. That's the biggest change. And I don't know, could you drive 200 miles on the charge, for instance, if you had to, or 300 miles? How far could you drive? That's the big concern to everybody in North Dakota. How far can I drive with my electric car? That's honestly the biggest concern.
This is a 250 mile.
250 miles, okay.
Yeah, but if you want more miles, there's a 300, there's a 350, there's a 400.
Gotcha.
So it depends on you. It's an individual question. You need to ask yourself, because what's the sense of having a 500 mile gallon tank and you're just gonna use 200?
Right.
And you pay extra for that one, and you're just
Sure.
hauling it.
Yeah, yeah.
So
yeah.
it's up to the individual.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
when I bought this one, I said I'm an average guy, which is go to work and back, which is I do 30-35 miles a day.
Mhm.
250 is overkill, right? And then if we go to Minot, go to out of town with my kid, my daughter, every hour is gonna stop. So I don't need to have a 350 mile,
Right.
because we're still gonna stop anyway to
So
charge.
it's got 250 mile range, right?
Yeah.
So you can go to Minot and back without even charging. That's 125 miles one way. So you probably want to charge it some in Minot.
You can charge too.
Yeah, even if you partial charge even.
Yeah, it's just planning. Like I'm always quarter tank, so might as well just put a little bit on it. So I'll just charge if it's right there.
Right.
So I'll just charge for 20 minutes, because you gotta go to the bathroom anyway, stretch,
Right.
change
right.
diaper, so might as well charge.
So this will tell you where the charging stations are, right? That
Yes,
map?
yeah.
Okay. So are the charging stations besides the interstate? Do they have any in Minot? Do they have a fast charger in Minot, I wonder?
Yeah, they have it.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, because the infrastructure is trying to catch up. Because The first Supercharger was almost Tesla. Everything's Tesla. But now, even here in Williston, we got one.
Really?
Right next to KFC.
Huh.
Yeah, you could plug in there for 15 minutes, get about 80 miles, stay a little bit longer, get 150 miles.
So does the smart charger belong to that gas station then, or is it independent? Is it, you know what I'm saying?
That one's a third party, so it's not Tesla. So it's just, you put in your card.
You swipe it with your credit card.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you plug it in.
Gotcha.
And the cost is a third or a quarter of whatever fuel.
Huh?
Yeah. Let's say if you're $3, this is just $1 or 75 cents.
And sometimes you have a gas shortage with a storm or something, refineries go down, but there's never an electricity shortage, right? I mean, you should always have electricity plug in.
Yeah.
That'd be nice. Because like in Texas, for instance, well, they had a hurricane go through there, storms, ice storms, and so they run out of fuel for several weeks. Same with the East Coast, you run out of fuel for several days there. The pipelines were held hostage and stuff for a while, but you'd always have electricity, I would think, to plug in the car, which would be kind of a peace of mind a lot, I would think. Especially if you live in an area where there's a lot of hurricanes. Yeah, I guess, my main impression, it's quiet and very, very snappy car. It really gets up and goes, man. It's pretty impressive, yeah. It is. Nice ride. It is. Good ride.
American made.
Yeah, that's pretty
American
cool,
labor.
Yeah.
Imagine if this is made in somewhere, it's cheaper. Alright, we never talked about the price. This one is $39K. And because of the savings and everything, because I don't need to go have an oil change, transmission fluid, radiator fluid. So down, for 5 years of my loan, I saved almost $7,000. Same thing with fuel. So the cost, the initial price of $39 goes down to $32. So this is just a $32,000 car. It's like buying a regular 4-wheel, right? It's competitive, and it's modern. It gets away from other people. Your exclusivity, wow. I didn't know. That's
How many colors does it come in?
They only got limited colors. That's just a traditional white, black, red, blue, and silver. That's it. 5 colors.
Okay. Well, I like blue, so that would be fine with me. So the white, is this called a pearl white or something? It's a pretty color. It's a pretty color.
Yeah, they just regular white. I don't know. Yeah, they got pearl white. They got metallic white on it.
It's a nice car. So, can you store it? Does it have a trunk in the front and the back then? The storage in front and back?
Once you park it, we'll go around it.
Next
one. Yeah.
So it's like having 2 trunks, right?
They call it a frunk.
A frunk and a trunk.
It's like a new word in the dictionary now. A frunk.
That's funny. So really, you'd have almost about twice the storage then.
Yeah.
Really?
And not just that one, actually 3.
Really?
3 sizes up, because remember the ICE car, the internal combustion car, you need a gas tank, which is normally below the trunk, right?
No gas tank.
That one's just an extra storage again.
Okay. So we will turn here.
And on winter, I got winter tire. This car is 5,000 pounds, so you don't have any problem with traction.
Oh, okay. That's pretty heavy, isn't it?
Yeah. So as long as you got the proper tire.
Sure, those smoke bombs off. Was it right in front of this pickup?
Yeah.
Or was it? Okay.
Yeah.
That will work. I don't want to park by the fireworks.